Hi guys, it's me, the Witch of Boise, here to do another pick a card reading. By popular demand, I am doing a pick a card reading of Who is Your Soulmate. So before we begin, these are general readings, so if they resonate with you, woo, super stoked. If they don't resonate with you, well, I'm very sorry. There are 3 different readings. You can watch all of them and see if any of them resonate with you. Also, I want to make sure that you are aware that the term soulmate doesn't necessarily mean a lover. This can be a soul connection. So keep that in mind during this reading as well. Also, if there is any sort of love reading that is in this, my default is reading to a female about a male. So pronouns are interchangeable. So he's can be she's can be he's, he, she, whatever's going on in your life. Let's get started. So we have group number 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Pick a cat, any cat. We are going to start with number 1. So I'm going to just read out all of the cards and then we're just going to dive right into it. Your first card is Beaver. Second card is Elk. Then you have the Chariot. You have the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Mother of Swords, also known as Queen of Swords, the 8 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, Judgment, we have Opal, Joy, we have Kyanite Blue, Letting Go, then we have Mercury, Mind, and then 6th house, Routine. Okay, so my first instinct and feeling on this energy is that this person is a Virgo. We have a couple different indicators. First of all is Mercury, which is the ruler of Gemini or Virgo. So it can be, this person can have Virgo or Gemini zodiac in their chart. But I'm really feeling like this is a Virgo. Really, really, very much. Because of the Beaver and the Elk energy. So Beaver is all about building and being a big builder. And Elk is about stamina. There's also this juggling, which you have to be organized to be able to juggle, which is definitely a Virgo aspect. Now, I feel like this person is a really joyful person. They are in a routine, which is another Virgo quality. And they are really focusing right now of just excelling, and they might be seeming very cold. If you do know them, this is kind of their how they perceive and how they show to the world is really kind of that Mother of Swords, the Queen of Swords energy, which is really just bitchy, short, and just straight to the point. And that's because they're no frills, kind of like, I want to get stuff done. Now, they are really good with money. They are really quite successful. And I feel like if you do not know who this person is, they're going to be coming into your life really, really soon. And it's going to be within this year. Now, again, with soulmates, this can be anyone. This is just like soul family. And I'm feeling like this is going to be like a soulmate in the soul family. I'm not getting a whole lot of romance, but that doesn't mean that that can't happen later down the line. But this person has a lot of karmic ties. And there's a lot that's going on in that kind of sense. So they're trying to let go of what is holding them back in that karmic issues and all of that that's going on. But they are a really hard worker. They are, they're just really good with money, and they are persistent in the way of that you can count on them. They're reliable. They have that stamina in that elk energy to just keep going. And even when it's like, oh, I can't do this anymore, they just keep going. They're really, really good at just going at it. But there's a lot of just really cool energy with this person. But yeah, their biggest issue right now, and maybe this is what is blocking them from your life or from them opening up and becoming in that soulmate feelings, is that karmic energy. And that's really something that needs to let go. But really, they're just a really happy, joyful person. Just really cool. All right, guys, that is it for that reading. Make sure that you do like this video. Also, comment below if it resonated with you. And if you aren't already, make sure that you are subscribed. We are going on to number 2. Okay, number 2, I'm just going to read off all of the cards, and then we're just going to dive right into it. Who is your soulmate? You have blue heron, opossum. You have the death card, 10 of wands, 6 of pentacles, the tower, Son of Swords, which is also the Knight of Swords, and the 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the Cocoxenite, which is New Beginnings, Aquamarine, Communication, Azurite, Expanded Awareness. Then we have the 9th house, Faith. Cancer, I Feel. And then Uranus, Genius. Okay. So the overall energy here for Blue Heron is a self-reflective person. And I feel like they're really, they're not super outgoing. They keep to themselves. They're really introverted. Communication seems to be a problem. So they do not use a whole lot of communication. But they are really vibrant and talented in what they do. They have a gift of what they're making their living off of, or trying to. So, for instance, like a painter, a potter, someone that, like a mechanic, things like that, where it's like they have a passion for it and they are doing really well with it. Now with the opossum is a diversion. So it feels like they are really, this is that communication thing. They really try to just avoid hurt. And that's like kind of what I'm getting, because there's a lot of heaviness that's going on with this person. There's been a lot of stuff that has happened with this person. Now we have the death card. That doesn't necessarily mean that there is death. Usually that just means an end of a cycle and then the beginning of a cycle. And I feel like that is kind of like really telling us what this is. So I feel like this person has been in your life. This person has really has already made an impact in your life, but I honestly do feel like they are no longer in it. They are not in it. They felt like this relationship was either a burden or that they were a burden to you, and they peaced out. Now, I feel like there is going to be some sort of energy with the tower energy that's going to make them come back, because they're still exploring themselves. They're still trying to figure out what's going on, and they're trying to get that expanded awareness. They're trying to get that azurite energy. They're very stable. They're very stable, and they're very quick to doing things, and just really quick-witted. There's a lot of quickness with them. They aren't kind of like that. Like, I can dink around. I can bumble and just do whatever. This person's like, I got a mission, gotta go. But like, I do feel like with that blue heron, this the azurite, the death card, and the 10 of wands, is that there's a heaviness that's on him. And I do feel like it's masculine energy, but this can definitely be feminine. This can be a woman as well. And this is more maybe her masculine side. But this person is doing really well with themselves. They are currently single. They're currently just working and doing their stuff, and they're just doing it. But I do feel that communication is a problem. They are really into faith. And that could be spirituality, that can be with church. But this is also with faith. I want to kind of go back onto that tower energy, where have faith that this person is realizing this connection as well. Because I think that they are. I think they're in a position that they are doing some self-reflection. They are getting that expanded awareness. And I feel like they are realizing what kind of connection you had, because they took it for granted. And I think you both took you guys for granted. But I'm feeling like in a zodiac sense, and this can be also just in their charts as well, that they are a Cancer or they are an Aquarius. I'm feeling more on the Cancer side of it. Just because of just the heaviness. Aquarius, they usually just kind of, they're the air sign where they think about it, but then they move on, and they are, they're not afraid of trying to build bridges. And Cancers are deep feelers. They're very emotional. And I feel like this is just a really, really heaviness that, like, I can feel that is a Cancer, energy. But with their Uranus, if it isn't an Aquarius in your situation, I do feel, because it is saying genius, I do feel like this is something that they are just really intelligent as well. And I think that they are smart, but they're not spiritually smart in the sense of connections and communications. All right, guys, well, that is it for that reading. Make sure that you do like this, hit subscribe, also comment below, tell me if this resonated with you, and we are on to number 3. All right, number 3, I'm just going to read out all the cards, and then we're just going to dive right into it. Okay, we have frog, we have bear, we have Black Panther. Okay, we have the High Priest, which is also the Hierophant. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the World, 8 of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles, which is Page of Pentacles, Strength, 4 of Pentacles, and 7 of Wands. We have the Rites of Passage of the Cuprite, and then the Chrysotile, which is animals. I can't read, okay, guys. Sorry. And then we have Moonstone, which is cycles. And last but not least, we have Virgo, I analyze. 5th house, creativity. And then Grand Cross, provoker. Okay. So this is really feeling This is an interesting energy that's coming through with these cards, because you have frog, and frog is all about cleansing. Then you have bear, which is introspection, and then Black Panther, which is embracing the unknown. So this is our general energy for this person, for who is your soulmate. And I feel like this person is I don't know. Like, this person's very mysterious. That Black Panther's really put me into a loop, because with the frog and bear, that means this person's very spiritual, very cleansing, in that sense of just like trying to just get that, just spiritual and like introspective and really observant, and just kind of keeps to themselves. But this Black Panther makes me feel like this is something that they are like introspective, and then they're also an extrovert. And kind of with some of these cards, it feels like it's an extrovert. So they're playing like a really weird balance. And I feel like this person is probably in the teaching field, doing some sort of teaching, like a professor, a teacher. This can be also like even like teaching something on the side, like a community workshop kind of thing. So this person teaches, they instruct, and they're a big family person. They love family. They love being around family. That is what brings them life. And I feel like that's when they feel the most themselves. They're very worldly. They like to travel. They like to see the world. They're very mature, and they really know how the world works, in a sense where they're very mature. They're very old souls. And I think that might be where that Black Panther is, where it's like this youthfulness, but like really old too. So it's kind of just like a contradictive person. They're a really hard worker, and I feel like that's with that high priest, is really working towards a goal and really working towards teaching and becoming the best at what they're doing. Now with the Daughter of Pentacles, and that is a messenger. So they aren't super wealthy. They don't have a lot of money. They can be kind of frugal. They are definitely sending off like frugal vibes of like, what if this happens? But that becomes with that maturity. That's with that life experience of like, I've had crap happen that I can't put myself into a situation where I'm not being taken care of, or my family is not being taken care of. So they're very much penny pinchers. They can be on the defensive side, and I'm getting kind of like almost aggressive, not in a scary way, but really just assertive. Like if they're going to show what they believe. So if they have a strong opinion on something, politics, things like that, they are going to fight tooth and nail to tell you what their side is and why it's right. And they will not let go. And that's kind of like that strength energy too, and that Panther, where it's just it's biting on and just being like, no, you're going to finish because you opened up this can of worms. Now you have to listen to what I have to say. But this person is strong. And that's with that bear energy too. This person is emotionally and physically strong. This is a strong individual. Again, I feel like there's been issues that have happened in the past. And they just know how to adapt to it. And they're just really strong, mentally and physically strong individuals. Now, and I feel like with the Cupright or Cupright, the rites of passage is that they have proven themselves because of this whole history and what they've had. They have that rite of passage. They have the knowledge of doing stuff. They're really great with animals. And I feel like they are really in tune, whether they know it or not, with cycles, with moon cycles. This can also be with menstrual cycles. That even if it's a male, if they're around females all the time, they get synced into their cycles in an emotional sense. Now I do feel like this person has a lot of Virgo in their charts, and I'm not feeling like this is a Sun Virgo. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm feeling more of a Moon Virgo. The Virgo in Moon. If you don't know what that means, just go to Google. It'll tell ya. Because we all have different signs in different charts. So our zodiac sign, which is what I usually go for, is usually the sun sign. So I'm feeling more of a moon sign. This person is creative, has a lot of that fire energy. So they have to be creative to be this frugal, and that's going to be like a big indicator. How cheap are they? Because I'm telling you, I'm feeling like they are cheap. But like when they go do stuff that they love to do, they're not cheap. So like traveling, they love to travel, but they're like, I need to get the cheapest ticket to get there, and da da da. And we don't need a big fancy to do and whatnot. We just want to make sure that we just get there and we have a good time. So it's not like they're just like every single thing, like how much does that cost? But they are planners. And that kind of goes with that Virgo as well. But I'm feeling like that's more on their emotional end. And then with the Grand Cross Provoker, that is building a foundation. And I feel like they have, and it's also frustrations. And that comes with that aggressive energy where they have frustrations when you are not agreeing with them. So they are a bit inflexible on things because they are stuck in their ways. It's like the old dog can't learn new tricks or something like that. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, make sure that you do like this video. Hit subscribe. Also, comment below. Tell me if this resonates with you. I might do more of these soulmates videos, but again, this isn't just about love, and I want to make that really clear that this can be about soulmates. We have multiple soulmates in our entire lives. Like, we can have multiple ones, and they aren't all lovers. That doesn't mean that this is a lover. So keep that in mind, and I hope that you find your soulmate, know who your soulmate is, and again, tell me about it. I'd love to hear it. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week, and I hope to see you soon. Bye! Bye-bye.